Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have a kind of a review and introduction for you, and this is the brand Jaguar. Brand Jaguar is one of my favorite brands out there. They are superbly good with what you get and what you pay in terms of ratio for the price versus the quality. They are on the reasonable side, they are on the affordable side, and they are very good for what you are paying for them. This beauty came out in 2015 and is called Jaguar for Men, and this is Imperial. Jaguar for Men Imperial. As you can see, the bottle is quite good looking. As always, the same shape bottle but with a different coloring. This one is completely black with the gold trimming, and the naming is Eau de Toilette 100 ml. In United Kingdom you can find it under £20, and for that price this is a bargain. So first thing first, this fragrance is very close to very famous fragrance, and that is Dior Fahrenheit, the original. Yes, so Dior Fahrenheit is, this one is very close to it. The only thing is it doesn't have the leather, so it's got a big violet leaf in here which gives it that little of that petroleum feel to it, but because it's lacking the leather, it is not as rugged and is not as, let's say, funky as Dior. So it's less funky, less leathery, but it will take you most of the way there. Around 70% it will take you there, 70 to 75% similarity to Dior Fahrenheit. The second you smell it, it will take you there. If you know Dior Fahrenheit, or you're a fan of it, or you like it, the second you smell it, it will take you there, okay? But it is more wearable than Fahrenheit. Some people couldn't stand that big petroleum rugged leathery feel to it, and this one, the leather is toned down and the petroleum note toned down. Although you'll feel it, the petroleum note is there, still there, but it's not as big as Fahrenheit. Although today's Fahrenheit, if you go and buy one today, unfortunately it's been reformulated to death. It doesn't smell like the original, it's just a shadow of itself. And actually this one is very close to the today's Fahrenheit if you go and buy one, because with the today reformulated Dior Fahrenheit one, which is around 70-80 pounds, they tone down those petroleum rugged feel as well. So this one is very close to the today one, and instead of buying 70-80 pounds, this one is under 20 pounds. And this one performed better than the Dior, because if you buy Dior today, unfortunately it doesn't perform maybe 3-4 hours if you're lucky. This one goes over 6 hours. So in terms of performance, especially for Eau de Toilette, is very good. On my skin easily go over 6 hours, on t-shirt goes easily over 8 hours. So it is a good to moderate to good performer, but it is better than the Dior Fahrenheit reformulated, which is about 70-80 pounds, and this is under 20 pounds. In terms of smell, they are very similar to each other. In terms of performance, this is a little bit better. In terms of price, is much better. So you do the math. If you are a fan of Fahrenheit but you don't want to pay the price, this is a very good alternative to it. And if you are fed up with paying the big price, again, this is a very good alternative. So in terms of age, this is at least 25 and up, because Dior Fahrenheit is a little bit on the mature side. Is on by today is on the classical side of things. It came out in 1988, but this one came out in 2015. So it smells classic, smells classy, smells manly, smells very masculine, and smells very close to Dior Fahrenheit. In terms of season, this is all year round, although it's got a little bit of depth to it, but because it's got freshness to it, you can use it all year round, in summer and winter. In summer less sprays, in winter more sprays. I put 5 sprays of this on me yesterday and today, and I could smell it myself almost all day. But if you want people to smell you from the other side of the road, probably you need to go at least 10 sprays of it to smell it properly. In terms of occasion, this is one of those Swiss Army knife. You can dress it up, dress it down. You can wear it formal, informal. You can wear it casually. You can wear it special occasion, anything you want. Work, gym, whatever you basically you pay for the perfume. You know where to wear and when to wear it. These are only recommendation. So let's go for the smell. Let me read you the ingredients and we'll take it from there. So on top we have Italian mandarin, artemisia and elemi resin. In the mid we have violet leaf, nutmeg, ginger, and in base we have tonka bean, vetiver and cypress. Every note in here I get in here distinctly. It's very, very well done. It's very smooth, it's very rounded. It opens very nicely. It doesn't have harshness, it doesn't have chemical smell to it. It's none of those. It's very well done, well blended. So when it opens up, it opens with citrus and that orangey feel is there. The only thing is it gets lost very quickly because those big hitters. There is definitely a green and herbal aspect to it, which comes from artemisia and also the cypress and the vetiver in here. The cypress and vetiver together give it a leafy, earthy, green, grassy, and a little bit of camphorous feel to it as well. The nutmeg and the ginger here giving it that spicy feel, and also the tonka bean here giving it that nutty feel. The nuttiness and the sweetness is coming from the tonka bean. The tonka bean is very smooth, it's very nicely done, and overall it's quite a well-rounded, well-blended and smooth fragrance. So the sweetness from 0 to 10, 10 being the sweetest, this is around 6 to 7. So it is on the moderate side of sweetness. It's not overly sweet, but it is there from the beginning to the end. By far the biggest player is the violet leaf. Violet leaf and more violet leaf. This is like violet leaf crushed, okay? So it smells like violet leaf to the maximum. And that violet leaf giving it that big similarity to Dior Fahrenheit, which we all know it was a big on violet leaf and leather. Here the leather is toned down, although it's not mentioned the leather in the note breakdown. I get some soft leatheriness in the background, soft and very, it's like a suede like feel to it. And also there is a woody aspect which is not mentioned in here, which is like a combination of cedar and sandalwood to lift everything and carry everything up. Overall, if you like Fahrenheit, you will love this. If you can't stand Fahrenheit, this is not for you. And again, if you go and buy it, don't think it's 100% or one-to-one to Dior Fahrenheit. As I said, around 75% similarity to it. So most of the way it would take you there. Second, you smell it, say, okay, I smelled this before. What is it? Oh, it's Dior Fahrenheit. And for that, I absolutely enjoyed it. For the price under £20, this is a bargain. And for me, Dior Fahrenheit is one of the most iconic fragrances of all times. You know, I absolutely adore that fragrance. Unfortunately, it's been reformulated to death. So I'm very, very happy to have this as an alternative to it. So overall, yeah, what to basically give you the small description of it. It is aromatic. Yeah, because of the violet leaf, obviously, this is very, very aromatic. This is very aromatic, it's very herbal, it's very, it's a little bit earthy, it's a tiny bit of leatheriness in here, the tonka bean giving it nuttiness, and also the citruses in the beginning are quite apparent. Little bit of aquaticness overall to it, but aquaticness is not a big player, just a small player in here. It's definitely spicy, and the fresh spiciness is come from mainly the herbs and the ginger and the nutmeg, giving it nutmeg and the tonka bean here together, giving it a very, very nutty feel. Citruses in the beginning, but again, they're not too big. They're there for at least a few minutes, maybe 10-15 minutes, and they go. And the tonka bean is one of the biggest player. After the violet leaf, the tonka bean is one of the biggest player, and after the tonka bean is the herbs and the spices. They're definitely woody in the base, the vetiver here, plus the cypress giving it leafy, giving it camphorous, a little bit of the balsamic feel to it as well, but not big player. This is about balsamicness, this smell of that camphorous feel, leafy, grassy, green, and from beginning to end you feel some amberiness to this ambery body to it, but the amber in here is fluffy, is light, is bright, is not a deep dense amber. And overall it's quite spicy and warm as well. So this is the basically the short of it, the gist of it. So if you like what I described, if you are a person who like Dior Fahrenheit, if you like classy fragrances, very it's quite on the mature, on the classy, on the classic side of things, you'll love this as well. For the price, I highly recommend it. To me, this is a no-brainer. Not only I bought this, I bought a backup bottle for it, so you can tell how much I like it. But don't forget, I'm a middle-aged man, I'm a Middle Eastern man, I'm a person who has been around fragrances for a long time, so it could be, if you don't know what is Dior Fahrenheit smells like, it could be a little bit on the challenging side, but not much. In here, as I said, the original Dior Fahrenheit was a little bit on the challenging side, although I loved it to bits. But today's Fahrenheit, if you go and buy it, Dior Fahrenheit today, is very well watered down, is reformulated to death, and it doesn't smell anything like the original. And this one actually smells very similar to today's Dior Fahrenheit. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, you encourage me, you motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they are hidden gems, and this beauty is definitely a hidden gem. If you want to purchase one of my own fragrances and support me that way and get something very beautiful in return, you could do that. I leave in the links in the description. There are 20 of them. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker, so there are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. Unfortunately, the post doesn't allow me to post it anywhere else, and that's a big headache and a big heartache for me. What can I do? And they are super artistic, very mysterious, very beautiful. They are like time capsule. They take you different places, different times. The ingredients come from my country, that's why they call the scent of Persia, and we make the best one of the best ingredients in the world for perfumes, if not the best. We've been doing that for 5,000 years, so imagine how much experience we have in that one. And they're all to be smooth, 100% natural, amazing value for money, and I'll leave them in the link as well. Thank you very much, and I see you later. Bye.